Joe
Okay.
Rogan. Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan.
Joe
It's
Rogan.
like a breathe. It's like a vocal exercise. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan. Joe Biden. Joe Rogan.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Welcome back to Chit Chats, everybody. My name is Antonio.
And I'm Donavan. And let's have a chit chat.
Yay!
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Welcome.
That's our vocal warm up.
That's our vocal warm up. Welcome everybody to another Chit Chats. Donovan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great. I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah, it's good to have you here.
Good to have a break from homework every once in a while. To have a chit chat.
Yeah, a chit chat. You know what they say? Chit chats are a great way to relieve some stress, kind of like, detox from the day. Someone out there says that. It's not. I don't know who, but someone.
Somebody says it.
Someone. Yeah. But guys,
you.
How am I doing? I'm doing.
That's good. That's good. That's not what I asked, but okay.
Wait, what did you ask?
I said that probably only you say that.
Oh, damn. I thought you were asking me how I was. I thought you were asking. That's really embarrassing.
No,
okay,
no, this is really awkward now.
This is really awkward.
Anyways.
Man. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we should do that.
I guess we should just end the chit chat.
Yeah, I guess. All right. See you guys. Chit chat stands. Guys, we're doing something a little different today. Well, something that we don't typically do. I've called Donovan here today because we're going to be going on the forbidden website known as Reddit. Some of you may have heard of it. Donovan, so I asked you off camera and you said no, but I'll ask you again just for the sake of it. Have you heard of r/am I the asshole?
No.
No, you have not.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Okay, well, essentially, it's a subreddit where basically people will post stories or like just things that happen to them, and they basically their goal is to like say like, am I the asshole in this scenario? So they basically are looking for people to sort of like build them up or like back them up on certain scenarios. You know what I mean? I actually think you may recall the story revolving around that song Seabat. And the guy who wanted to play that during sex. I believe that was posted on this subreddit.
Probably. Sounds appropriate.
So essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to read some posts from the subreddit, and we're going to, between the two of us, kind of just decide and debate on if the person was in the right or the wrong, essentially. Is what we're going to do.
Okay.
So
I'm into it.
I am going to share my screen. See, if I was smart, I would have pulled it up before we started recording, but I am not, so I'm going to have to look it up right now. But that's okay because it's just a Google search away. So yeah, this is the I am the asshole subreddit.
I am the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole?
Am I the I said it wrong. Oh. Wait, I said it right.
Do you frequent this subreddit?
I don't actually. This is mainly going to be a blind sort of read through for me because I don't typically look at this subreddit, and that's mainly why I wanted to do it today.
Okay.
So I guess we'll just start from the top here.
Just start from this one.
Yeah. All right. So.
Wow. Okay. All right.
So I'm trying to think of how we could take turns reading this, or we could read because they're a little long, some of them.
Okay. How about you read the first two paragraphs? I'll read the rest.
Okay.
This is kind of a short one.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Am I the asshole for having a photo of my son's DNA test framed and hanging in the living room? I am 32. Met my wife 3 years
male
ago.
32.
Oh. Wait, what is that?
Yeah, it's a weird thing that Reddit users do where like they say like what gender they are and like how old they are.
Oh,
like when they're referring to people.
Male 30. I see. Okay. I'm caught
I don't know.
That's such a Reddit moment. Oh my god. Okay.
It's such a Reddit thing.
Okay. Anyway.
And not to cringe too hard.
I, male 32, met my wife 3 years ago. We got married 9 months ago. We have a baby boy together that she got pregnant with while we were engaged. My wife used to be a sex worker. No judgment on that, please. She did what she had to do to survive. My parents were always being skeptical about her and a lot of times asked if I wanted to settle down with her. When she got pregnant, they went nuts and demanded a DNA test. They refused to attend the wedding until the DNA test was done, which caused a huge problem. They ended up missing the wedding, obviously. The test was done because my wife wanted to prove a point, and eventually my parents made amends and we reconciled. So if you want to
Okay. All right. They
okay.
started visiting, and yesterday noticed the photo of the DNA test that I hang in the living room, or that I hung in the, I don't know, whatever. They asked about it, and I told them that it serves as a reminder for why they didn't attend my wedding. They were stunned and livid when I mentioned that I tell any guest the same thing I told them. Mom and dad were mad and asked me repeatedly to take it down, saying I'm being too harsh on them and refusing to let go of the past, as well as embarrassing them to the other family members. I refused to take it down, and I admit being sarcastic in my response, saying it goes with the house decor. I assume that's supposed to be house.
Yeah, yeah.
They begged, then refused to come over anymore till I remove it. My brother thinks it's petty and childish, and so I should take it down. All right, I'm editing some stuff in. First of all, my wife does not mind having the photo up. She laughs about it sometimes, but she's still carrying some hurt that was caused by what happened. And second of all, no, she no longer does sex work. It's all in the past.
Okay.
And did I mention that my brother and I aren't close? He's known as the crackhead in the family, so that's that. Oh,
Holy
there's
shit.
always one. There's always
There's
one
always
crackhead.
one crack. Yep. We found the crackhead. Okay.
The typical crackhead.
Damn. Okay. That's quite the pickle to start with.
Yeah, this is pretty heavy, but
Yeah.
apparently a lot of people have opinions on it because it's been upvoted
Yeah.
almost
I don't want to look
13,000
at what
times.
other people have said. I just want to
Yeah.
decide on a personal basis. Like, what are we thinking about this? Do you want to give your take first?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, bottom line, I feel like it's like that's just a dick move on the parents' fault part. Like
I agree.
if you're a parent, I feel like you should like go to your kid's wedding no matter what. Like, you should just be supportive of their decisions.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's like a pretty basic like idea, but like I don't know. It seems like they were like making a big deal about this like the idea that they had in their head that because she's a sex worker, she, obviously like it must be from somebody else. But like
Yeah, that's kind of
I
fun.
don't know. Like that they're just like hurting their relationship like for no reason. Like there's no reason to like assume that so quickly.
I agree.
Know.
I think that's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing though. I don't personally think the solution, or not that it's necessarily the solution, but I don't think that it's good that they're like hanging up this DNA test as like a reminder and like as a joke even because I feel like that's just like not only is it kind of petty. I don't agree with what the parents did, but
yeah,
I do think that it's a little like it's a little like kind of very outwardly like flaunting this sort of thing like all their guests are gonna see it, their parents saw it. It's sort of
it's a little excessive. I agree. Like it just seems like he's like trying too hard to prove a point that his parents are assholes. And then like you're right, like whenever guests come over, they're gonna be like, why is that up there? It's just gonna be like, because my parents are assholes and thought I should get a DNA test for my son.
Yeah, and
like,
it's not
it's like just seems excessive.
I agree, and I think it's like I don't think it's like good for their like sort of mental state to like constantly be reminded of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
it's like antagonization for no reason. Like maybe like you show the parents like the DNA test like one time, and then they get the idea, and then it should be over after that. It should be like you each say sorry to each other, and that's the end of it.
I think they're both in the wrong in their own way here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I guess you also have to like consider like the wife's feelings too. Like she's probably pretty hurt by that. But
that's
like
true.
even so, like even though there might be some like trust issues after that, Jesus Christ, this is getting like
this
really
is heavy, dude. Oh my god,
this is a chit chat.
This is a chit chat. Oh my goodness.
Like I don't know. I feel like even though there might be some trust issues there, especially like from the wife's point of view, like I don't know. I think you can just like prove your point and move on.
Yeah, I agree. I think bottom line, they should take down the DNA test. And talk to the parents more, and like with the wife, like have more of a civilized conversation. Maybe even go to therapy if that's needed.
Mhm.
But but I guess the question is, are they the asshole in this scenario?
Are they the asshole?
That's not an easy question to answer here in this
That's a
case.
multifaceted, complicated
It is. It's not just
question
like
to
a yes
ask.
or no answer here.
Yeah.
Um,
I think they are. But I also think the parents are like even more
I
assholes.
yeah, I think we have a double asshole scenario here. I think that's my verdict.
There's no good guy here.
No,
Everybody's just a
everyone sucks.
complete asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, glad we could come to that conclusion.
Okay.
All right.
I'm glad we agree.
Yeah. No, I'm glad we
But we,
agree.
we gotta get one where we disagree. We
Yeah,
gotta get one
we gotta
where
get
we're
one where we
pissed
just
off at each other.
are absolutely okay. I thought this was another post, but this is an ad for Mountain Dew.
Are they
Okay.
is Mountain Dew the asshole for putting up that ad?
I think
Yes.
yes. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Glad we
Yeah,
could
yeah.
come to the agreement on that one. Okay. We got the next one here. This is a little beefier one.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
here. I'll read like 3 paragraphs and then you can read the rest. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not letting my daughter have locks for her room? My 43 female daughter Laura, 17 female, has been struggling to focus on her studies with her brothers Kyle, 12 male, and Ryan, 9 male, constantly disrespecting her privacy. A few years ago, she was yelling for Kyle to come to her room. I asked her what happened. She explained that Kyle flipped all her items upside down. I called Kyle to come and flip everything right side up. Yesterday, Ryan was running into her room and kept stealing her stuff while she ran to get them back. On the night of the same day, Laura was trying to sleep when the brothers suddenly barged in and ran through it, resulting in her screaming at them to stay out and close the door while she was sleeping, to give a few examples. Today,
Okay.
in the morning, her father, 48 male, told her he didn't like the way she was screaming. She said that she was trying to sleep and her brothers were making all kinds of ruckus. He told her that they are kids and they will learn. She said that they will never learn and the only way for them to learn is to have locks installed for her room. He did not want her to, and they went back and forth on this until she threatened she would move out as soon as she became financially independent, since she wasn't going to wait for them to mature and they should already know to respect her privacy, to which he said to wait to include me in the conversation. Okay.
Hmm. Okay. I overheard, and when she went to her room, I told her she wasn't going to have locks set up because she already wastes her time without the need for locks, and I don't want her to fail. Is that failing school, or
That
like
could be.
what is she referring
It
to
could
there?
be that because it could be like a situation like, oh, if she locks her door, then like there's no way we're gonna be able to like keep an eye on her and make sure she's like,
Yeah,
keeping up with her studies
I
or
guess.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, because like a lot of teenagers, this is a teenager situation.
This is a big teenager
Like
moment.
teenagers like to lock themselves up in their room. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can kind of understand it. Anyways, it says Laura said that they were never going to listen without them, and I told her that I would make sure they wouldn't enter her room. This evening, I heard her shouting for me. We were all in the living room. Her father explained what was going on. Laura said that she was making Kyle tea when he's not allowed to do. She said that she was going to tell on them, and he said that if she promises not to tell, he and Ryan will never go into her room again. She didn't say anything to them. She didn't say anything, so they ran upstairs to her room. Okay. I told her that she had no right to complain since she always sleeps in Kyle's room after school. Okay, that's weird. Her brothers all agree, and Laura calls all of us the worst. None of us are allowed in her room and leaves. She comes back. This is kind of worded weird. Is that just me?
This is I think it's worded weird. It's written very.
I'm a little confused. I'm not gonna lie. She comes back after a minute and says that she only sleeps in Kyle's room because he never uses it aside from sleeping at night. And if he was to use it for studying, then she would never go there. Meanwhile, they constantly disturb her, mess with her stuff, and made her unable to sleep just last night. I told her if they ever go into her room, she needs to go to me. Then Kyle starts saying that they had the right to go into her room while she was trying to sleep because they were Playing? Okay. Laura yelled at him, then said that she couldn't wait to move out, so she no longer has to deal with them. She also called me an awful mother for not giving her bedroom locks. Damn.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here.
there's a lot. It sounds like the basic idea is that angry, pissed off teenager does not like her little brothers being. I mean, the little brothers are kind of being assholes. It sounds like.
Yeah, I think the little brothers are the assholes.
Yeah, but like the mom doesn't want her to self-isolate, and also the mom wants to be in control of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like the crux of the problem to me, is that the mom wants to be in control, but also the teenager wants to be in control. And so it's kind of a question of like, who should have the say? The mom who pays for the room, and I mean, like, obviously wants the best for her daughter, but like at the same time is kind of like over controlling the situation a little bit, maybe. Or the teenager who is making some pretty good points about like her brothers being assholes, but like maybe is also taking it a little bit too far. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think so. I don't think the daughter should necessarily, like, I don't think having locks would solve the problem, because that would just create more of a disconnect between her and the parents potentially. Because she could, like, if she had locks, she could just like lock her door like all the time, and like, you know, she could abuse that. That being said, I do think that it needs to be addressed that her brothers are kind of like, you know, going in her room and disturbing her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I also think that like the brothers could still disturb her even if she had locks. Like,
that's true. They could still
you will do anything as a little brother to like piss off your sibling.
Yeah, if they can't go in her room, they'll just find another way to piss her off, I guess. Yeah, that's true. And they are kids, and like I do think that there's like, you know, there's a point like they're not going to do that forever. You know what I mean? I would like to think, like, you know, because they're going to grow older, they're going to mature.
I don't know. Even like, because I have siblings, but like I never had to deal with this as much.
Like that, yeah.
Not to this extent. Not like deliberately trying to, like, Keaton never deliberately tried to annoy me, I don't think.
Right, yeah.
So it's honestly hard for me to say, like, is the mom an asshole? Like, no, I think she wants what's best for her daughter, but
I don't think the mom is the asshole personally. I
don't think so, but I don't think the teenager is either. I think she's making some good points, and she's handling it in a very immature teenager-ish way. Teenagers.
Hey, you know, when you're a teenager, you got, you know, like your body's changing, you're going through like hormones and shit. You know what I mean? You got to keep that in mind. I don't want to go too deep into that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I feel it.
So
this is okay. What I'm seeing here is a pattern of like not good communication.
Yes.
like these, they just need to talk it out.
Well, and you know, if that, like, this post, like the entirety of this post was very clearly written. It, like, when the mom was in like a very like stressed sort of like headspace, or like very angry headspace potentially. Like, you could tell by how like sloppily it was written, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think you're right, and I think that, like, obviously if these people are posting on Reddit to try to like get clarity for these problems, that's probably not the best way to go about it. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, I understand like going to other people for like advice, but like I don't know if Reddit is necessarily the greatest form.
No. That being said, here we are doing what they wanted.
You got a comment from Eat My Ass 69.
Yeah. Hey, Eat My Ass 69 said I was in the right.
He's got a good point. He's got a good point.
He's got a good point. Yeah, you know.
It's facts.
Okay, but overall, I think that they need to communicate a little bit better, maybe talk things out a little bit with the, you know, like with the brothers, and try to like maybe like get them to not bother the sister as much.
Okay, but Antonio, I'm going to ask you the same question that you asked me in the last one.
Okay.
Is the mom an asshole?
I don't think so.
Definitively.
I don't think so. I
Okay,
don't think
I
she's
don't know.
the asshole.
I agree. I don't think so either.
No. I think I think Kyle is the asshole, specifically
But
Kyle.
I also think that the mom needs to like maybe give up a little bit of her control, because it
Perhaps a
kind of
little bit.
sounds like maybe it's that time when the teenager wants to make her own decisions.
Just reason
Yeah,
with the teenager a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Get them to understand
Make
your side
yeah.
and make a better effort to understand her side.
Gaslight the teenager into thinking that they have the control. No, I'm kidding. That's the solution.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
we're definitely
Gaslight,
qualified to be giving you
gatekeep, girl
girl
boss.
boss. Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
That's
Okay.
what I've been saying the whole time.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next one here.
Okay.
Let's
These
see.
are these are pretty heavy.
These are. Oh my God.
Is
Okay. Yeah.
this one gonna be heavy too?
This one might. Oh well. It starts
It
with someone
looks
being pregnant. So.
okay.
Okay. Here. I'll read up till here, and then you read the rest. This might be the last one we do because these are pretty long. But we'll
Okay,
see how.
no, I want after this one, let's scroll through some of them. I want to see if we can find a funny one.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Am I the asshole for discouraging my sister from repeating her weird, cruel baby shower game? A few years ago, when I, 27 female, was pregnant, my SIL. Oh,
Significant other?
significant. It's
What?
SIL. Oh, no,
I
you might be
don't
right.
know.
It might be significant. Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe. What is L though? Whatever.
Lover. I don't know. I don't. Anyway, okay. SIL offered to throw my shower. She said, "Well, I don't think it would be then, right?" Or is this from the perspective of a?
Sister-in-law. Duh. Oh
Oh
god.
my god. Okay.
No, we're stupid.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh god.
Sister-in-law.
Just move on.
Just move on. Just move on. Okay. She offered to throw my shower. She said my sister Kate, 31 female, was organizing the games. Kate doesn't have or want kids, but she loves babies and loves doing party stuff, so I trusted her entirely. Shortly into the shower, Kate gave everyone a slip of paper and a pen and broke out a tape measure. She said the game was going to be guessing how big around I was. Which seems like a weird game to begin with, but as Kate knows, I've struggled with an eating disorder my whole life. In a year, my weight could swing 50 pounds, plus I gained 45 during pregnancy. Yet for some bizarre reason, Kate thought making my 8 months pregnant waistline the center of attention would be fun. Okay, I was mortified and fighting back tears for the sake of not ruining the party for everyone. I was mortified. If my bestie hadn't understood what was happening and run right to my side, I'm sure I would have lost it. I was so hurt. I feel like even for a mother to be with perfect body image, this would be a disturbing game. I was choking back tears, but Skate seemed oblivious to that. Skate? Oh, Kate.
Skate.
Oh.
Okay. Another person who was typing this out really quickly in a state of
yeah. I decided not to say anything to her about it after the shower or afterwards. I was saving my energy for my son, and it was over, so why bother? All right.
Okay. Yesterday, Kate told me she's organizing a shower for a family friend, so I thought, suggested she skip that game. She was dumbfounded, so I explained again rather nicely how hurt I had been by it, and maybe to skip that game in the future. You never know how an expectant mother is feeling about the changes in their body. She blew up that I was wrong to harbor this rage at her for all these years, that I was protecting my insecurities onto our friend, and that she even suggested I was ungrateful for her helping at my shower. Then she hung up on me. Am I really the asshole here? Am I really Tony Versal animation? I don't know.
Tony Versal Animations? Yeah.
I was trying to. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was just trying to spare our friend the hurt that I felt. I really feel like the whole game is a weird and uncomfortable for everyone there. Eating disorder aside, was I wrong to discourage her from doing it again? ETA, to clarify, there was nothing medical about this game. That's not even how doctors, midwives measure you. And I couldn't have said anything beforehand. I was literally on stage in front of our entire family and all of our friends when Kate dropped this on me. I've never even heard of this before or after, so it's not a local custom, and not that it matters, but I didn't feel fat. I had fought hard for every single pound on me. I spent my whole life trying to make my rather severe malnutrition not be the topic of conversation. It shouldn't matter if I felt I was too fat or too skinny. There was an emotionally intense medical reason, and Kate... Wait, hold on. And Kate, what's that?
Oh,
Wait, you're... knows that. Okay.
It says knows
No,
that.
yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god, dude. These are like
Okay.
These are
Are
fun.
we are we even like allowed to comment on this as like like early 20-year-old boys who have like no experience with like pregnancy whatsoever? Like, I don't even know.
I think we have to be we're treading, sort of like
I think
dangerous water right now.
Yeah, it's dangerous water.
It's not even just like someone who's pregnant.
But
It's someone who has an eating disorder. Also,
yeah, that's also very like dangerous waters, like eating disorders.
It is. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think that game is appropriate. Like, that's what I will say. Personally.
So like during a baby shower, like, do you not run it by like the pregnant woman, like what is gonna happen, or like?
I think it depends, because I think like you kind of want it to, it's sort of like a surprise party in a way, is my understanding. So like you don't want to necessarily tell them everything that you're going to be doing, but generally you kind of like, you want to tell them like, like enough to where they'll be okay with it. But maybe she thought that this game was going to be like a fun surprise, when I don't think that was the case at all.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think that she read the room very well. Like that, you're right. I don't think that that's like very appropriate.
No, I just don't like, especially if she knew about the situation that the pregnant woman was going through. Like, I just don't think like that was very considerate.
Either she did it like, without thinking about that, like not thinking it would be a big deal, just kind of like being an idiot, or she did it to like be an asshole,
Like, well, I was thinking like
maybe I can't see any other way around it.
No. I just think she wasn't using her head. Like, she just,
or maybe she was like trying to like create like a weird wholesome moment.
I thought about that too, and I was like, no,
there's no way. Like, not during a baby shower.
No, it just I really want to hope that she didn't think that like I just want, if anything, I want to hope that she was not thinking at all. Like when she thought of this, like she didn't think like, oh, this will be fun, because like I don't know.
Never trust this woman with your baby showers.
No,
never trust this woman, whoever she is.
So, Donovan, I will pose to you now: is this person the asshole? The person that wrote this post?
I don't think so. I mean, it sounds like she has a lot of insecurities, and so I think they should be respected, especially like by her. What was it? It was her sister-in-law, right?
Her sister.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was her sister. It was her actual sister, I think. Her sister-in-law threw the party or threw the shower. Her actual sister, was in charge of the games. So,
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Once again, like it feels like they just need to talk about it.
Yeah, but that's not the solution that they're coming to. They want to write these posts. You know what I mean?
It's almost like everybody who uses Reddit is like beating around the bush, and because they don't know how to like interact socially with people and like solve their problems.
No, that can't be it. I think people that go on Reddit are perfectly functionable human beings. No,
I'm kidding. I mean that as a joke.
I didn't. No, I mean I also meant what I was saying.
You meant it for real. You meant it for real. Like you actually think that everybody who uses Reddit is like a bottom feeder, like moron.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
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 Am I the asshole for that? That's the question.
I
Okay.
think you are the asshole.
Maybe I
Wait, I
am.
didn't even
That's
say
okay.
if I thought she was the asshole.
Did you?
No.
Well, okay. That's what I thought you said. So that's why
Okay.
I was moving on.
I
But
mean, you can presume that, yeah.
I wanna, like you said, I want to try to find what is this?
Jesus confronted racism with love.
Oh, okay. That's not part of this subreddit. That's like a
Oh, that's an ad. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious about it.
I'm trying to find a funny one.
That one said comedy.
Well, yeah. This one is about a comedy show.
Early because the guy next to us was in recovery.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Keep going.
Okay. You got to help me out here because I don't.
Wait, go slower. You're going too fast.
Sorry.
See.
I'm trying to read them all. Okay, reviews and management. Send her money and financially capable to reach.
No, that's too heavy. Too
heavy. Threatening to rehome. Oh my god.
No, it's too heavy.
Dude, these are World of Warcraft. Okay, is World of Warcraft the asshole?
On November 28th, dude.
Holy shit! Way. This video might come out after that. Refusing to give my ex updates. No. Raging at my fiance for using her daughter's wheelchair to move bags of grass cuttings.
What?
Should we do this one?
Okay, that one sounds kind of funny.
Okay, let's see this one. All right, this will be the last one. So we got. Ooh, this is okay. It's a decent one. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'll read up to like here.
Okay.
You can read the rest. Okay. Am I the asshole for raging at my fiance for using her daughter's wheelchair to move bags of grass cuttings? I, female 30, have a daughter, Hazel, female 8. Hazel was born with a rare condition called tethered cord syndrome, and she uses a manual wheelchair to get around. Hazel's father hasn't been in the picture since she was a toddler, and I now have a fiance, Mark, male 34. Mark and I have been together for a total of 3 years. He has a son, Eddie, male 14. We all live together in a house that I own in my name, which I know is a very fortunate position to be in with the housing market. I inherited the house from my late dad. We have quite a large yard, and the other day, Mark and Eddie were doing some yard work quite early in the morning. Hazel was still sleeping, and I went outside to see what they were up to. Oof, okay.
That's when I noticed that Eddie was using Hazel's wheelchair to move bags of grass cuttings and dead plants. I immediately stopped him and asked him what on earth he was doing with her wheelchair. Eddie sheepishly told me that Mark told him to use it and that it would be fine. After taking the things off my daughter's wheelchair, I asked Mark if this was true. Mark admitted that he took the wheelchair to use it to move stuff. He said that Hazel was still sleeping and that they weren't going to use it for long. So he didn't think it would matter that she would even notice. I started raging at Mark and yelling at him and saying that what he did was disrespectful to my daughter and that he has no right to go and take her things, let alone someone that she needs to move around, something that she needs to move around, and told him he's acting like a total douchebag. Mark apologized, but I was still royally pissed off and went back inside the house and didn't say anything to him. Later that day, he said that I was wrong for my reaction and that I was majorly out of line, especially for acting that way in front of his son. I don't think I was out of line, but Mark is expecting an apology.
Dude, just everyone on this subreddit is just awful people, or like around.
I don't think they're all. They're just like very misguided and stupid.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean, like, I don't know. At the same time, I don't know what I would do in a lot of these situations. So
I mean, yeah. It's like I hope I'm never in situations like these. I'll just say that. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I'd say. I feel like even controversial situations can help you like grow closer to people if you come to a common understanding. But
yeah, I guess that's fair. But like, God, like he used his fucking basically his daughter-in-law or stepdaughter's wheelchair as basically a wheelbarrow, wheelbarrow. Like that's like
how dumb can you be? I mean, I get what you're saying. Like you hope that you're never in a situation where you make as dumb as a decision as this guy.
Yeah, I don't think I would, but
no, you wouldn't. You
No.
wouldn't because you have a brain.
Yeah. Like I just don't see like out of all like why that specific like they don't have anything else that they could have possibly used. They're just like, oh, the wheelchair is what we have to use for this. Like it's just so fucked.
So goofy, dude.
Yeah. I I don't know.
Uh,
I like what do you think? I'll let you go first. I'll let you give your take.
asshole is a relative construct.
Yeah. Is it a relative construct?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. You go first.
This is
I don't know.
breaking. I don't think. Okay, like if the question is she the asshole for raging at her fiance? I think that's like it's a matter of perspective because I think that she had a reason to rage. Maybe she maybe went a little too overboard and because potentially right we could have a scenario where like she was in the right until she kind of let it get to her too much to where she like got like it got a little bit too like out of hand potentially right because I think overall like her husband should not have let that happen like
Yeah,
like
like that
definitely
goes
not
without saying.
you know what
But
I
you're
mean
right. She also kind of exploded
yeah
and
like if she
caused a
maintained
scene.
her cool
I
yeah
think she would not be an asshole if she didn't explode in front of his son. I think
yeah
that's kind of where it's a little iffy.
it is, yeah, because that's pretty like it's pretty impactful to watch your parents fight. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
it
yeah,
is.
and I mean also like it's like he obviously disrespected her daughter, and now she's like almost going out of the way to disrespect his son,
Yeah,
which is like it's like payback in a weird sense, but like
it's like fighting fire with fire. You just make more
yeah,
fire. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah. So I think this we just have a classic.
How old did it say how old the son was?
Yeah, he is 14. So
14.
it's not like he's like a baby, but you know he's
It's
still
still in an impressionable age, I guess.
yeah, I mean, it's still I like it's still probably it's not gonna make him happy to see his parents fight and have such an intense argument.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I just don't. I think that once again we have a scenario where they just need to, you know, after they've cooled down a little bit, just communicate, maybe like apologize to each other, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, just
Probably apologize to the daughter and the son too.
well, did the I don't think we ever confirmed if the daughter found out. Like
No, yeah, that's true. That's kind of a weird thing
I
because
guess
like
like
I wonder what the daughter would have said. You know,
yeah. Like
I get
what if
it's all about I don't know, making sure that the other person's okay with it.
what if
What's
like the
that called?
daughter found out and she was just like,
Consent.
"Oh yeah, that's fine. You can use my wheelchair."
Yeah, I mean
Like
that would change everything.
that would change everything. It would be like, "Oh, okay."
I okay, wait, go down the comments. I want to see if there's an update from this person.
Okay. Oh, is this the comment like are they all the way down here? You
I,
were right
yeah,
in the first place. He disrespected you. Not only that, but it's your house and you aren't married yet. What is NTA?
I don't know.
Not the asshole. That's what it means. Not the asshole.
Oh, okay. Uh,
What if the wheelchair broke? That's a good point, right? Like, what if it
yeah,
got like damaged somehow in the process? That would really be bad.
that would suck
Even
for him.
even if
Like then you would.
so, in that case, even if the daughter was okay with it, I still don't think it's a good idea. Like, I think like
Yeah,
logically, they should just find another something else to use. You know, like
yeah. I think there are multiple like layers of consent not being checked here.
yeah,
That from the daughter's position and from the mom's position.
yeah, I agree. It seems like pretty much everybody. Like, I don't see an update down here. It seems like pretty much everyone is in
Okay.
agreement that
That
she's not
sucks.
the
I would have
asshole.
really wanted an update on this one. I want to know how this plays out.
I know, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Maybe
Well,
someday.
I'm gonna say she's partially an asshole, yeah. But like the dad is definitely more of the brainless, bumbling moron
Yeah,
asshole here.
yeah. Like I don't necessarily like maybe he's not like the asshole per se, but he's definitely like the dumbass, if
He's
anything.
like, yeah, I don't know what was going through his head, but you
No,
know.
nothing. He was just like, oh, grass, move grass.
I
That's all he wanted to do.
have to make my son do yard work with
Yeah.
me so he could be a man.
So he can, yeah, exert testosterone, move grass.
Such a dad thing.
It's a dad moment. All right. Well, that is. I think that's where we're going to end off today.
Right.
God, those were something else. I wasn't. I'm going to be honest. I was not expecting like the stories to get that like intense. You know what I mean? And like have
Mhm.
such like serious themes to them. I thought they were going to be a lot more like lighthearted, kind of like the sex the Seabat one. Um,
Yeah,
but you know
me
what?
too.
You can't ignore the serious situations. They're just something that's going to happen. You know what I mean? So
You know what I learned? What I
what you
learned
learn.
is that we agree on a lot of stuff.
Yes, and I'm
Like
glad about
I
that.
wanted to get one where we would disagree on it, but like I
Well,
don't
hey,
know.
we could always do this again because there are plenty of posts on the subreddit that we might not all have the same take on, but overall, like it's probably for the best that we come to a good consensus here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because then we'd have to because then one of us would probably go on here and post about am I the asshole for disagreeing?
True,
You know what I mean?
true. One of
So
us would be the asshole at
one of
that
us,
point.
yeah, no, yeah, it's not like two people can have different opinions. One of them is obviously always right. So if you don't have the same opinion as me, then you're the asshole. That's just how it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
Uh,
also, but like, I feel like a lot of the people who go on this, I mean, maybe this is like kind of like off brand or off color for me to say this, but like, I feel like a lot of people who go to this subreddit, like, they just like to give their opinion. They like to be heard, you know?
yeah, yeah.
I wonder, I wonder if some
It,
of them are like actual like relationship experts, you know?
that yeah.
Or if they're just like the stereotypical redditor that like smokes their cigar and tips
Hey, yeah.
their
Their
hat,
fedora, their fedora.
their
I
fedora.
yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I like we can't assume like you know to be fair, I guess that this is like a sort of a good way to like get out your feelings ish. Like if you don't have any other way to like if you don't
yeah,
have a therapist, if you don't have like if you're fighting with someone that you usually talk to, maybe
mm-hmm.
this is like a means of them to kind of cope with a problem they're having. So maybe
Sure.
we should be so judgmental. I don't know. That
I
being
can
said,
definitely see how it'd be useful. You know?
yeah. That being said, I think that this is a stupid subreddit. I think like overall everyone on here is an idiot. So
No, I'm
that's
gonna
my
go back
take.
and read more posts. I want to
Yeah,
know now.
we will eventually. But for now, we're gonna end this episode off. So thank you guys for watching, Donovan. Thank you for being here as always. Pleasure to have you.
Chit
Um,
chats.
and we will see you guys in the next episode of Chit Chats. Bye bye.
Woo, yeah, chit chat
Woo! Yeah,
stand.
Chit Chats dance. Woo! Yeah.
Chit chats punch.
Chit Chats. Fuck.